LFG Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX. 4 little letters, endless exciting races. Hit it! 5, 4, 3, explosive on the track, no! Avoiding the bumping, avoiding the stanchions, clean line, avoids all of the crates, goes in the final stretch. This is going to be a huge definitive win. Oh man, Zero Evil escaping the dog fight to take the lead. Oh, I fell out of the track. How do you fall off the track? Whoa! Some last second bumpage. It's a 3-way fight. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Triple bonk. Goes opening up for Malvinius to take the lead. Air for RedHatJessy. Will they land it? Yes! Wait. Do these portals not work? Wait, do these portals not go anywhere? Bloodshed, tears, heartache, all in the opening turn of Castle Siege.
It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marble Machine, Castillo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the League of Fun Games Marbles, LFG Marbles. That is, it is. What day is it? July something. It's July something. The 16th, I'm being told. Welcome back. It is week. What week is this? It's week 6. We don't even know when it is. Let's get started with all our timers and our countdowns and stuff. Hello, everybody. We got 17 physics-based marbles racing games ahead of you tonight over the next 2 hours. So make sure you get into every single race. The way you do it is type !PLAY in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. 17 chances to enter, 17 chances to win, 17 chances to get points in our system. We've got a 90-second timer on the clock. When you hear that chime, it lets you know it's the time for you to type !PLAY. Join us, everybody. We'll get started in just a moment. Thank you, everybody, who's been joining us. We'll be back again next Thursday. Oh, wait. Let's go right now. We'll be back on Thursdays. We're here on Thursdays on Twitch. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I've got a new video game black hole. I think I did talk about this last week. I've fallen deep into the shapes 2 obsession. It's like Factorio. Factorio didn't have enemies or like resource limitations. You like literally just pick up shapes and cut them and move them and rotate them. And so I watched this video. I watched this like 2 hours videos of a guy on YouTube who shows you how to do a make anything machine, which is like one of the big things that you would try to do, like the end game version of a game like that, where you just build up all these mechanisms so that you have all the automations so that when it says I need something, it just makes that thing. And 10 seconds, folks. And I've been making my way through making that machine. And what has happened is that I will sit down and play, and then I will just lose 5 hours. Just immediately 5 hours are gone. Oh, we are here on the opening race of the evening. It is the advancing aggressive activity. I think it takes you for the level. We had an interesting boost activity where Malvinius and Vuff got a super high speed boost on the opening funnel, which actually, because of this, and then they're hitting it again, the centrifugal force is keeping them out of contention here, coming out of the block, trying to come out of the block. I hope that they can make it out. RedHatJessy, Callison, and another J. Martin. First one's off the block, leading here on the opening turns of advancing aggressive activity. Callison, another J. Martin. RedHatJessy 1, 2, and 3 going to the opening hairpin. Captain Jack and Waylaid fighting for 5th place. Ledwyn, musical chemist. FLS Carnage going on the other side, the near side here. These are probably pretty similar. These 2 sides look like they're pretty similar. Callison, another J. Martin fighting through the cones of Dunshire. Zero Evil trying to catch up. Whaley going over the side and making an overtake to 3rd. So does Musical Chemist for 4th. Ledwyn on Zero Evil's tail. A lot of places lost there. It's Callison building a gap over your P2. Another J. Martin. Callison dropping into the bottom side. So does another J. Martin. Don't get popped by these skeletons' fists. Why do the skeletons have fists? Well, okay. I know why a skeleton has a fist. Anyway. We're following Cal SN. who is trying to keep a good distance to another J. Martin and FLS Carnage. Zero Evil in the mix, another hairpin. Oh, wait, no, we've got ledwyn. Where did ledwyn come from? Ledwyn is in the final stretch. That is a win for ledwyn. Oh, my goodness. The gap to another J. Martin and FLS Carnage is huge. We must have missed it, whether ledwyn fell off a part of the track or what. We're going to hit you with some hurry up music. 48 seconds on the big red clock at the middle of your screen. We're looking for the top 10. We give away points to the top 10 racers, plus whoever's in last place, the last person to fully finish the race, that is. Top 10 are in. My goodness. Bryce, Kaz, and Colin J. Crawford still on the field. That's me. And there's Colin. Oh. That means I don't get any points. Congratulations. Go to your winner, ledwyn, alongside another J. Martin and FLS Carnage. Your podium here for race number 1, the advancing aggressive activity. Thank you to Takester for the level. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place, Zero Evil, leading on Cal SN 34, Waylaid in 6th place, leading musical chemist Captain Jack, RedHatJessy in 9th, and Duke McAwesome in 10th. Skipping over Ken and Bryce, it's going to be 13th place, Colin J. Crawford, getting the last place point. Shouty outy to Colin J. Crawford, and we've got to get Franker Z's in our chat. The DNF, people don't know this. DNF stands for Does Need Franker Z's, which is one of the emotes in the chat. So join us, type that in. We got your stats here for season 14 as we load into race number 2. Your leaders in season 14 starting tonight: RedHatJessy on 320, ledwyn 287, Bryce 269, FLS Carnage on 255, Captain Jack in 5th, 253, leading Ken Wharf, Malvinius, Colin J. Crawford, Callison, and Jake Schneider in P10. Find your stats at anytimemarbles.win. It's a website. It's actually a website now. They're letting it be a website now. We are loaded up for our second race this evening. It's the Blazing Boost Ahead. Thank you to another Takester original. A real Takester shit. Join us. Bang that play, folks. We've got a new episode of Blind Corners up on YouTube. If you are looking for a news catch-up ahead of the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend, check it out. YouTube. Just look up Bryce Castillo or Blind Corners. I need to figure out my SEO strategy for this Formula One. I also think it's weird calling it a podcast because it's not. It's like the one I just put up is only like 14 minutes. Like they end up being pretty short, but I don't want them to be long. If it was like a chat thing, then it would make sense to have a long one. But they're usually just like me going over the news and kind of updating you. But I was really skeptical about doing a video series that is basically just news. I think I've talked about this in years past. But I think where I've landed now is I still really like F1, but maybe not enough to like wrangle in another person and dedicate like full like hour-long content once a week for F1. Maybe that's not my level of buy-in. Maybe. Well, here's something 15 people bought into race number 2, the Blazing Boost Ahead. We are off now. On the second community level of the evening, our racers are making it into the opening block. Malvinius and ledwyn looking to make some move on the opening section. Another J. Martin and Waylaid also with some speed break, as in Ken Wharf, as we see Callison and Musical Chemist pull out the rear a little bit as the racers go through a very short, crazy straw. Not very crazy, just a little bit of a slightly manic straw, they're calling it. ledwyn, Zero Evil, and Bryce leading going into the first split. All of them going on that far side, going in the curly fries. Into a key lock section. Another J. Martin and Musical Chemist now making it into the fries here. There's a bit of a gap building already as Duke McAwesome is in the rear, only now making it out of those the slightly manic straws. Zero Evil here into the poppers. Don't stop, don't pop. Oh, like that. Let's see what happens with another J. Martin. Will he land it? Yes, that is a huge gain for another J. Martin who managed to land a pop directly into the hairbrush, avoided the strainer, went directly into the mini funnel there. It's going to hit the elevators way before anyone else. Zero Evil only now making it into the hairbrush for P2. ledwyn and Vuff now through the strainer 3 and 4. Looking for 5th. Oh my goodness. Another J. Martin with a huge gain. The stewards are going to have a look at that to see if another J. Martin broke any track limits. Going a little slowly here on the side of this plane. That's going to open the door for Zero Evil to take the lead. And oh my goodness, it's a fast straightaway at the end at the very last moment now. Another J. Martin and Zero Evil are getting into kind of terminal velocity. 137 on the clock here, but I think that this is all that she has written, folks. We are getting close to that finish line. Another J. Martin trying to catch Zero Evil, but I think that they are going equally speed. This straightaway is pretty long. Everyone's straight mode is activated perfectly. They've got their downforce. There we go. 1 and 2, Zero Evil leading on another J. Martin. The rest of the racers making it through this drag strip section. Top 6 are in. Ooh, that's a point for me. Let's go. We got 4 people still out there. FLS, Carnage, Ken Wharf, Waylaid, Duke McAwesome, pull at the rear. Should be plenty of time. There's Ken. Ken's got some sort of like a rainbow trail on his marble today. Duke McAwesome, plenty of time to pull up that rear. There it is. Congratulations goes to Zero Evil. Another J. Martin and ledwyn. Your podium for race number 2. The Blazing Boost ahead. Then it takes her for a level. Another Takester original joint. Top 10 rounded up by 4th place Vuff leading on Zigbone. Malvinius, Captain Jack in 7th, leading Musical Chemist. RedHatJessy and Bryce has in 10th place. Scrolling down, it's 14th place Duke McAwesome getting that last place point, and oh my goodness, bonus. A bonus point. That's right, bonus point. Goes to Cal SN34 for being the only person to get a DNF on that level. That'll be a bonus point on your record. Let's load up another track. Got your stats here on the screen. We're loaded up for race number 2. Join us, exclamation mark plays, what you type in the chat to get them with your name on it.
I'd rather be spit and blood, but have this silence fuck me up.
We are loaded up now, folks. Join us. One thing about doing the Blind Corners videos has been that I have gotten a lot more comfortable looking at footage of myself and editing myself. I'm very self-conscious about editing myself on a computer. And for some reason, it's just it's a thing that it's very tough for me to edit myself. Back when I was doing Trending Lemon, I've talked about this a little bit, that I would record an episode of that, and that would be about an hour or so, and then I'd probably spend 4 or 5 hours going through and nipping and tucking every little thing on the episode to make myself sound better, to make the guests sound better. And it was a bad experience. I didn't have I just didn't. Doing it by yourself, you don't have anyone to be just get over it. You know what I mean? Just to say yes, but get over it. But now I can, I record. It's a 14-minute video instead of but. 5 seconds now, folks, for race number 3. But now I can go in and I can record an episode and do that for about 30 minutes, and then actually editing the thing is only probably 2 hours or so, and then a little bit of extra time for publishing. But I'm getting more comfortable. I'm getting more used to it. Ooh, we've got some portals. Great. There's a bunch of portals in this level. We're here on the amazing, appealing adventure, Game Demon King. Thank you for the level. Race number 3 today. Our racers are making it through a variety of obstacles on this level. Captain Jack seeming to be the leader as we're dealing with portals, which means that it can be tough to figure out where we're going, who's in the direct lead. It looks like it's Malvinius and Colin J. Crawford who are neck and neck. Captain Jack and Duke McAwesome not far behind in this second or third sector of the track. It's hard to keep track. Zero Evil and Bryce not far behind. Callus and ledwyn and Ken Wharf in the mix. Has everybody made it onto this side of the track? No, Vuff and RedHatJessy are still in the backpack. Trying to, there they go, making it out of the funnel now. There they are. Your current race leader, Malvinius and Colin J. Crawford, got Duke McAwesome on their tail. A real tight 1, 2, and 3. Zero Evil and Bryce has going into the next left. They're all turning left. This is one of those tracks where everyone's turning left. Malvinius, your race leader now. A good healthy gap. No yo-yo racing here, folks. No. Duke McAwesome, Captain Jack fighting for P3. Malvinius and Colin fighting for P1. If these fights weren't so close to each other, they might even be a little bit doggy. But I think the stewards know that they are in hot water for what they did last week, and we don't need to remind them what they did. They know what they did. They need to think about what they've done. But it's Malvinius and Colin J. Crawford still fighting for a bit of a gap building, though, to Duke in third. Could it get doggy? We'll find out here. A minute 51 as our racers are going to the final sector. The final few turns here on the amazing, appealing adventure. Colin and Malvinius switching places. They're yo-yoing now, folks. As Duke McAwesome having a look. Malvinius falling behind, but still secure in a second place. Your top 4, top 6 are in. Hitting you with the hurry up music. We got plenty of time for everyone to make it in. Top 10 are in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's still out there? RedHatJessy and Vuff still in the backpack fight. They've been fighting for last place all race long. Vuff with about a tenth of a second gap to RedHatJessy should be a secured last place. There we go. Whoa. Congratulations go to Colin J. Crawford, Malvinius, and Duke McAwesome. That's your podium here for race number 3, the amazing, appealing adventure. Thank you to Game Demon King for the level. Game Demon King, shit. Top 10 rounded up by 4th place Captain Jack, leading on Zero Evil. Bryce has Zigbone, leading Callison in 8th. Ledwyn in 9th, and Ken Worf in 10th. Scrolling down at 17th place, Vuff taking that last place point, and oh my dog, everybody who entered managed to finish. We use the oh my dog emote because oh my dog, isn't that so cool? Isn't that so cool that just happened? Let's set up another race. Big movers and shakers today. Oh no! Oh, motherfucker. I spent, motherfucker. We're doing a special 2-week points score today. Sorry, I forgot to reset the points, the daily points. So everyone still has the right amount of points, but there's a formula that I use to determine what are your today points. And I spent an hour today. I was so good. I got like new chat commands set up. I got new stuff on my board set up. I got a lot of shit organized today. I was on time. I was feeling good. And then I forgot the one thing I need to do every week. It's the only thing I've needed to do. Okay. We are loaded up now for race number 4. It's the Colorful Standard Central. Join us here. !Plays with Shappy Chicken Marvel with your name on. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that. So we're on YouTube. You can watch Marbles on YouTube. Look for LFG Marbles on YouTube. And what I thought would be interesting, since it was certainly offered to me, when I published last week's VOD for Marbles, YouTube has a new button on the studio side that says ask for suggestion or ask for feedback, and so you press that button, and immediately the little Gemini goes, "I'm on it, boss. I'm on it." Now, granted, yes, AI would be way better if it made science sounds all the time. Anyway, it took a while. It took a while, and I think it did actually do a little more than just like look at the transcript, which is what a lot of like summarizing AI stuff does. And it gave me feedback that I think would be valuable if these were edited. If I made edited VODs, if I made edited VODs, or even just like did some like minor edits to the VODs, it had like some okay suggestions. We're here on race number 4. 5 seconds, folks. I don't know, the one I had it look at, we had a tech thing in the middle of after the first race or something. To what else is new? And so I needed a short minute to get that sorted out. And so the computer said, like, well, what if you had something else on the screen while this happened? Because it just thinks it kind of knows that it's like an archive of a stream. But then it asks me, really, it's asking me to do editing. That's literally, and it's good advice. It's honestly effective advice. It would be the thing to do to make any of this better. But now I've got it in my head. And really, what's got is I've got a little fucking info hazard in the back of my brain that says, "Oh, the screen hasn't moved in a while. You need to move the stuff on the screen." Move the stuff on the screen. The computer said that at one point it was like, yeah, you're getting ready for one of the races here, but you're just like in the little corner just talking, and then the screen's not moving. And valid, okay, valid, sis, queen, drag off. But also, I don't need a computer. Also, fuck you, computer. This the mechanism that play here, the whole if I could show a mirror to the AI, this is not a fly-by-night LLM schema. We're doing a creative production here with a lot of consideration. Here's some consideration. It's Callison leading as the racers are going through some teleporting off. Sorry, it's a very pretty and very cool level, but I've just been grousing the whole time. That's on me. It's Callison leading on FLS, Cybernetic Kraken, Captain Jack, and Bryce as the racers are dropping to the bottom section now. It's friggin' lasers. They're doing they're doing the damn 2001. Do not go to Marble's Neptune. Do not attempt any travels there. Callison with a pretty sizable gap to FLS and Cybernetic Kraken. Not a lot of chaos here in this laser part of the track. So the racers are just making their way through kind of an auto-scroller part of the level. Now, a bit of musical cameras falling off the track somehow. How did that even happen? This is high speed, but this is not. I guess if you go very lateral here, there's a bit of an opening in the protection. Cybernetic Kraken going into a portal now into it's some more lasers. What the hell?
I like rolling on my feet, so people listen to the sound. Round.
Oh, there's friggin' portals. I can't tell where the end is, or if people have been sent back. I think people are just getting sent backwards in this. Oh my god! No freaking way! All right, so what happens is you have to, and also it's freaking no lighting, so you can't see what's happening here. There are 2 ways you can come out of the stars. Oh, maybe you go through it twice. Oh, that would make the most sense. Okay, so what happens is you go through the center chamber, go into a little ziggurat here, you hit the portal, and then it sends you back, but on the margin, on the outside, and that sends you another ziggurat, which makes the streamer distracted when the 9 of the top 10 make it into the finish line, and none of that happened on screen. Thank you, Ben. Don't put production in question marks, RedHatJessy. Get me off the screen. Looking for Duke McAwesome. We've got him? Hello? Oh no, we're looking for Zero Evil. Oop, no. Game over here. No, not game over here. Go, stop. Steam, stop. Oh my goodness. The helicopter man has had too much producer juice. Zero Evil, though, in the final stretch. We will see him. There we go. Take the line. Congratulations to FLS Carnage, your winner here on race number 4, the colorful Standard Central. Apologies to Ben for not showing that in the most flattering light. It's Cybernetic Kraken and Callison 34 on the podium. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Bryce has, leading on Captain Jack in 5th place. Then Jake Schneider, another J Martin, Colin J Crawford, Wade J Lade, and Ken J Worf in 10th. Some of those J's were extraneous. Scrolling down, it's 15th place, Zero Evil, getting that last place point. Shouty outy to Zero Evil. Let's load up another track. pretty good finishing record so far after four races. We got an official level for the first one. Next, we've got that loaded up. Time for race number 5. It's Shattered Dreams. Join us! Play Switch tab and chat to get a marble with your name on it. I talked a few weeks ago about getting rid of the Things app, the to-do list app that I organize a lot of my life. I've organized a lot of my life around for a very long time. And I was replacing it with an app called OmniFocus. And OmniFocus is like heavy-duty project management. And after 2 weeks with OmniFocus and subscribing, getting paying fucking $100 and some for the app. 60 seconds, folks. I had to think about it, and I talked with my therapist, and I think maybe OmniFocus was not the right solution for this. And so now I've added a third app into the mix. That's right, a third app, because I'm back on Things also. TickTick is what it's called. Because the thing about TickTick, all right, is that it has a lot of the nice sideline features for a productivity or like a to-do planning app, right? It has a Pomodoro timer that keeps a track of what you palm and like what your tasks that you're palming are. And actually the big thing about this is having separation, just having a little bit of siloing. 10 seconds, folks. Having OmniFocus, which is just about big projects. Like I keep work stuff in there and I keep LFG stuff in there. And then I can have the TickTick thing, which is just like, this is the day-to-day. This doesn't need to be every single step, but this is just like the overview of the day. And then Things, the only reason I've got Things back is because my index card for topics has been replaced with an iPad today. And so I've pulled out the thing because I paid for Things. I still have Things. Things is a great app. Anyway, we are off here on race number 5, Shattered Dreams. Duke McAwesome on the far side is your leader as the Raven flies. Cybernetic Kraken leading on the near side. Looks like Colin J. Crawford is leading on the center side. It's about 5 different paths you could go. It looks like only about 3 of them are in use. Duke McAwesome leading, going up into the elevator in the next sector. FLS Carnage trying to catch up. Colin J. Crawford trying to catch up. Zero Evil, RedHatJessy all in the mix. Cybernetic Kraken trying to catch up as our racers are making their way through Shattered Dreams. Almost a minute past. Duke McAwesome through the double Steve there on the side. Let's see in this convergence. It's still a lead for... Oh! Kept it on the gray stuff. That's what you needed to see for Duke. A little bit of a tough escape velocity, but you know what? As long as you're on the track, you can finish. As long as you don't gotta finish first, you just gotta finish at all. Zero Evil and FLS Carnage fighting for second place. Will they go separate ways? They will go separate ways. RedHatJessy also shooting directly in the center. There's Duke McAwesome going in the final stretch now in the meat hooks. Carnage, Jesse, Evil, a couple of DNFs in the backpack as the racers are having some trouble with one of the stunt jumps before the meat hooks. It'll be Duke Oh no, a boost backwards for Duke. It's going to keep him from P1 win. Let's see what happens here. It's the final stretch. It could be RedHatJessy getting popped into the sky. That is no win. We don't have a winner yet. Captain Jack, it will be Zero Evil. It's followed by Captain Jack. Cybernetic Kraken getting denied a podium, a spot on the rostrum. It'll be an FLS Carnage on that third step. Another J Martin in P4 so far. Ooh, one of the more nasty levels that the Pixel by Pixel Studios folks came up with. Only 9 people on the track. I'm gonna have to do some rigging after this. 37 seconds. We're looking for Duke McAwesome. Bring it in, folks. Oh, come on, Duke. You get the escape. There we go, over the line. Now you got to make it through these stanchions, through these popper stoppers. Well, these aren't poppers, but they are stoppers. Oh, no, these are poppers. No, oh, Duke. There we go. Whoa. Congratulations goes to Zero Evil, Captain Jack, and FLS Carnage, and FLS Carnage, your podium here for race number 5, Shattered Dreams. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Another J. Martin leading on Malvinius. Cal SN, Cybernetic Kraken in 7th. Musical Chemist in 8th and 9th place. Duke McAwesome also taking that last place point. Shouty outy to Duke for getting that last place point. And we got to get the Frankerz's. We are going to need a lot of Frankerz's. We got a lot of DNFs on that one. Let's let him run the race. Loaded up now for race number 6. RedHatJessy still in the 300 club. Ledwyn only 1 point away, 299. Bryce has and Captain Jack 284 and FLS Carnage 278. Find your stats at any time. Marbles.win. It's a website. Loaded up now. It's race number 6. Join us! Players, which type in and chat again tomorrow with your name on it. It's the long, strong pillar. Thank you to J-Boy Le Drum Stream for the track. I got that at runtime. I nailed it. Did you guys see the Summer Games Done Quick marathon stream? That happened this past week. I saw two runs that I thought were especially good. I think I posted them in the in the Discord, marbles.win/Discord, and then it's a friggin' penis. Okay, thanks everybody. Thank you to J Boy Lidrum. Oh my god. I'm gonna get bit. Stop. All right, 1 minute, folks. I saw 2 streams that I thought were really interesting. One was Balatro doing the Nan Inf run, doing a run to see how fast you can break the number counter for score. And it's interesting to hear them talk about the strategy and they work towards like one specific build, like a lot of these speed runs do. And so it's really interesting seeing them talk about like keeping track of how many cards that they earn in a round and how many cards they need to make, and staying above the curve. And the other one was UFO 50 for what was the game? It was one of the UFO 50 games. And it was a cool run already, but then also they got a world record. They got a world record at the marathon stage, which is really cool. That doesn't always happen. It's not an easy thing to do, especially if you need to do like marathon strats. All right, we're here on the 6th race of the evening. It's the long, strong pillar. Thank you to Jay. Our racers are off here. This seems to be a level, kind of a fad level, a trend level, a concept level. The racers keep going through. These almost look like the reservoir pieces. I guess maybe they even are. They just look like they're really scaled up. But it's about, 50 of them in a row. So we'll kind of see what happens. Technically, honestly, the racing is kind of tight. Captain Jack and Musical Chemist are pretty close. Another J. Martin, Ken Wharf, and Vuff, Malvinius. Some of your front runners here. Oh, and look at these level up things. We still don't know what leveling up does, but you can do it if you'd like. One day somebody in this stream will tell me what leveling up your marble does in a race, because in the multiple years that they've had that mechanic, I've never ever understood what it does. Is it like a Mario Kart coin? I don't think so, because they're just marbles. Cybernetic Kraken is your race leader on Ken Wharf. Captain Jack and Bryce they're making it through more of these reservoirs here. Probably another 15 or so to go. I've seen some of the levels have a way to show like a leaderboard of what marbles got the highest level in a race, and I would say I don't know what to do with that information. I've seen that a bunch of times, and I don't know. Do other marbles streamers, are there like levels, like competitive marble streamers? And well, really, you got to do the levels with the races with levels, the levels mechanic. That's really where the real racing is at. Ken Wharf is leading, and boy howdy, let me tell you, this certainly is a concept for a level. Also, there was a big penis at the beginning of it, so conceptually, I think we've milked it. 2:35 on the clock so far. Looking for Ken Worf to bring it home. Unless there's some bullshit at the end of this level, this should be a pretty secure lead, a pretty secure win. And it will be for Ken Worf 04, your race winner here in race number 6, the long, strong pillar. Oh, I see it now. I hear it. I'm seeing it. Top 4 are in. Top 5, 6. Aren't they? Yes. Okay. Sorry. My timing tower is very slow to load. Who? Did somebody DNF? Okay, well, congratulations. This is just a slow level. Just this level is really taxing my computer. Congratulations, go to Ken Worf. You're a winner here on race number 6, the long, strong pillar on the rostrum with Malvinius and waylaid your podium here. And a J-Boy La Drum for it on the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Bryce has. Hello, 2 4th places in a row. Leading on 5th place, another J. Martin. Then it's Cybernetic Kraken, FLS Carnage, Duke McAwesome, Musical Chemist in 9th, and Cal SN34 in 10th. And oh my dog, 15 racers entered, 15 of them finished. Jake Schneider in that 15th place, getting that last place point. Shouty outy to Jake. Of course, if you are enjoying this, we'll be back on Thursday. We're here doing this Thursdays during the summer. And I presume we'll be back in the winter. I kind of don't want to take 3 whole months. Like, well, 3 months off not bad. Join us here Thursdays, twitch.tv/Podcast. You're already here. Time for race number 7, Eye of the Storm, another classic marbles on a stream level. Join us. Bang that play, folks. I saw a video today. I need the time to talk about this video really quick. I saw a video today. It was a stitch on TikTok. And it was a guy in his car. And he was saying, hey, you know those shipping containers on trains? And sometimes you see them stacked up on top of each other. Do they screw those together, or do they fall off? And as the stitch was unfolding, I could already see the puzzle pieces. I already knew as they were asking a question about a train on the internet that I would find out the exact right realistic answers. And sure enough, what followed was what at first glance appeared to be the preeminent knowledge on trains. It was a young man wearing a full conductor's outfit. He wasn't wearing a hat. He was wearing like a beanie. I wasn't sure what the beanie was for. And then probably 5 or 6 different model trains next to him and in the background. And then what followed was a really, really informative, like minute and a half explainer of, well, they have these locks that they do put into the corners of the containers, and that keeps them so they can put it in and it doesn't tip over, and the containers are below the wheels, so it's like a center of gravity thing. And then, you know, when they're at a pier where there's like, you know, 10 of them stacked up high, they have like automatic locks that don't even need people to. And it's what the internet people we joke that the internet is for porn. No, the internet is for people of extensive niche knowledge to talk about big machines. A whole generation. Did anybody else? I remember the TV commercials all the time for like the big trucks, and it would just be like a VHS tape of industrial trucks and like like caterpillars and earth movers and stuff. I saw those commercials a lot. I was not into that, or like the Time Life dinosaur stuff, or the Muzzy foreign language stuff. But I absolutely can believe that there are plenty of generations out there who figured out everything about trains. I'm playing Shapes 2 right now, or even if you're seeing Factorio or Satisfactory, trains are a huge part of those games. Trains are gigantic parts of those. Only you need to have trains if you are interested in factory. Well, maybe if you're cut that. It's race number 7 here. Eye of the Storm. 18 racers ready, registered, and they are off here in this rainy, stormy level. Another classic Marbles on Stream standard. Race going through the opening funnel. Who will be the first one off the block? It looks like Musical Chemist, another J. Martin, some of your front runners off the block. Ledwyn, Jake Schneider, Ken Worf, another J. Martin, some of your front runners as they split up, going into some opening tunnels of love of hell. Pulling up the rears, Cybernetic, Kraken, pardon me. Another J. Martin, Callus N. Ledwyn going into the strainer now. You want to get out. It's Callus N with a great line out of that strainer. Jake Schneider for second place. Zero Evil fighting with the FLS Carnage and Vuff in P5. Callison hitting the backboard, slowing it down just a little bit as Jake Schneider overtakes for the lead. FLS Carnage and Vuff 2 and 3 going into another funnel section. Callison, Zero Evil, RedHatJessy, and Waylaid your front pack. A minute elapsed so far. Jake Schneider first one into the cannon. Going into that titular Eye of the Storm. This is a slow part. You got to and you got to make it through. Waylaid makes it through. Vuff makes it through. Jake off the air ball. 3 DNFs so far, 4 of them. FLS Carnage trying to keep it on the wood stuff. This is a wood stuff level. Half of the pack are out. 9 racers. No, 7 racers still in this thing. Only 2 of them. No. Now they're all through the storm. But I wouldn't call it a fight for first place, but there's a little bit of tension as FLS Carnage goes over the line, takes the win here on Eye of the Storm. Not far behind, it's yours truly, Hey, for second place. Looking for third place, top 10 in last place, Musical Chemist. Going to the final Steve section here. Huge gap here. This is going to be a tough one. There could be some bloodshed, even for the 6 racers who are still out there. 41 seconds of the big red clock. We don't even have a top 3. Now we do. It's Musical Chemist. Captain Jack in 6th, Vuff, RedHatJessy 4 and 5. Should be plenty of time for them, but we want to keep an eye out here on Jack. 25 seconds. So you have to deal with this Steve section, and if you get the wrong line, you could be here for a while. Will Captain Jack get the escape velocity? Avoids a second hit, going a slightly long escape, but this should do it. Just about 10 seconds into the final stretch. That will be all she wrote, folks. Congratulations go to FLS Carnage, your winner here on race number 7, Eye of the Storm. And that's on the top step with Bry, Kaz, and Musical Chemist 2 and 3. Top 6, that's right, only 6 people finished. Go to RedHatJessy in 4th, leading on Vuff, and Captain Jack 913. We're going to need a lot of Franker Z's because we had 12 people not even make it. They didn't even make it. They didn't even make the damn thing. They didn't even make the damn thing. They didn't even make the damn thing. All right, let's set up your halfway race. Race number 8. Yours truly joining the 300 Club. Let's go. Let's go. Of course, I believe I've already been disqualified. I haven't checked my mail lately, but I do remember seeing a letter from the stewards telling me that I was preemptively disqualified from whatever the season end results are. We are loaded up here for race number 8, the Temple of Steve. Join us 90 seconds. Exclamation point. The other thing, I've been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok now, and granted, it's probably from just 2 accounts I probably just end up liking, and it just keeps showing me their videos. But I keep seeing videos of people pretty openly talking about how to disable those flock camera poles. There's the stickers that people put on the pole that say, whatever you do, don't use this type of saw blade. and go clockwise from here all the way around the pole to here. Definitely don't do that. But now what I saw today was like a compilation, like almost like a fan edit of people knocking them motherfuckers down. Oh my gosh. Spray painting them, cutting parts of them off and turning them into some sort of little Roomba droid thing. I'm gonna parse my words very carefully. It's fascinating content. I am fascinated to see what happens with the content. I'm in it for the content, honestly. All right, we are here for some content. It's race number 8, the Temple of Steve. 18 racers ready, registered, and they are off, going into the opening funnel now. Colin J. Crawford and ledwyn leading here through the opening funnel. Colin says, I actually marched in my city's July 4th parade as a group trying to get our city to cancel that contract. Very cool. I think that's very cool. A lot of cities are trying to get out of those contracts because of citizen activism, and I think I think it's warranted. Not even like on just a moral level that I think like, you know, automated readers are necessarily inherently bad, but I do think that these flock ones are especially being used because they're the ones that are around a lot, but they're not the only ones that get used as like pretty comprehensive surveillance devices. I think it was 404 Media had sort of a post talking about how flock devices, which are only meant to keep an eye on what cars go past a certain point, can be used and collated to track people. And of course it can, because it's so much. Has anybody heard of big data? And not Google. I mean, like big numbers. Colin J. Crawford here trying to get some big numbers here on the Temple of Steve. A clean line through one of the Steves, going into some speed bumps here. Only a few more stretches, but of course this is a dangerous level with a moving finish box. We'll keep an eye out and see what happens to our racers. Could be some bloodshed. Could be a pretty easy one. Let's see what happens in the final stretch. Colin, huge gap to Vuff and Bryce has. So there's plenty of time for Colin to try to stay in the strainer until the box is right under. But of course, Colin doesn't have any sort of control over that. No, hits a bump, hits a pole, and loses the centrifugal force, follows into the death plane, unopening the door for Vuff next into the strainer with Bryce as the box moves. The box is moving, folks. Just in time for Vuff to take a win. As racers on that far side are starting to DNF. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2 are in. No, cybernetic Kraken. No. Oh no. Oh no. Malvinia's missed it too. Captain Jax secures 3rd place. Oh, another J. Martin loses out on 4th. ledwyn could get some very big points here for 4th and last. 33 seconds on the clock. Ooh, the box has moved. ledwyn's in the strainer, but the box has moved back. ledwyn trying to get through one of the openings. 18 seconds. Oh, hits a pole. Got to find an opening. The box has moved. No, the worst timing ever. Oh. Congratulations go to Vuff, Stashman 2, and Captain Jack 913. Your podium, top 3 and only finishers here on race number 8, the Temple of Steve. And boy, howdy, we're going to need a lot of Franker Z's in the chat. We had 18 people enter, and only 3 of them finished. And we got a lot of folks that do need a Franker. We simply have a lot of folks that do need a Franker Z. All right, let's get ready for race number 9 as we hit the halfway point this evening. Of course, if you're enjoying marbles, why don't you give us a tip over at Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX. And hey, thank you to Duke McAwesome for resubscribing here on Twitch. 10 months. Thank you very much. Load up now for race number 9. It's the cool lava design. Thank you to Woody for the level. Join us, !play. Is what you type in the chat again more with your name on it. I have a question. 90 seconds on the chat. I have a question. HEB, which is the Texas grocery store chain that is great. Here everything's better. No store does more. And so here's the thing about me. When I go into work, I go into work a little later in the day, and so that means sometimes it can if I don't bring lunch, then like I have to go and drive somewhere to get lunch, and it's not a big deal. I don't super mind fast. I like fast food. Though apparently Taco Bell is not. It's not the time to be a big Taco Bell booster. 1 minute, folks. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to HEB. HEB has those ready meals. You know, some of them are in a little metal pan and you can put them in the oven, and some of them are plastic and you can put. And I got one of those the other day for chicken fettuccine. That shit was good. And it was like $5. It was more expensive than making a sandwich for sure, but it was way cheaper than going to get fast food. So I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy 20 of them. What does it say about me when I find a food item that I think works, and then I spend $200 investing in it? All right, we are off here for race number 9, the cool lava design. A real quick opening peggle, Plinko. Malvinius, another J. Martin. First one's leading off the block. Another J. Martin, Colin. Malvinius waylaid Jake Schneider as we see Duke McAwesome and Blockade pull up the rear as they go into the opening parking structures. Make sure you keep your tickets, folks. It's a reasonable price, and and for microwave pasta and chicken, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. That the portion size was good. So I think I'm gonna try that this week. I'll probably report back. Oh, FLS and Cybernetic Kraken falling off the track on one of these real tight paths here. Malvinia somehow with a huge gap to Colin J. Crawford as musical chemist and Vuff in the background are getting a DNF. 1 minute elapsed so far, folks. Duke McAwesome says, as a non-Texan, anytime y'all mention HEB, I hear HEB and think it's going to be a story about itchy butts. Well, and the HEB, the store, is named that after the company's founder, is it Howard Edward Butts? Butts? And so in the past couple of years, they've tried to retroactively turn it into here everything's better, which is also fun. It's also a fun. You know what? It doesn't matter. The 3 letters don't matter, honestly. It doesn't matter. Waylight says, as a Floridian, does Publix make you think of pubes being licked? I do. Every time I see Publix, I do kind of think, is that supposed to be Publix? Because it doesn't. Because I know what the word public looks like, and it should have a C in it. And if you don't have a C in it, then I'm going to think you're talking about pube again. Malvinius here with a surprising, not surprising, but a strong gap to Callison. I don't know why I said that. That's very insulting. Sorry, Malvinius. Callison to P2, and then Kenworth in P3, both of them making it into the parking structure. Another, keep your tickets, folks. Ledwyn in P4, Plokai, another J. Martin, 5 and 6. Captain Jack getting stopped on a stopper here. Watch out, Captain Jack. It's Callison out of the structure now. Malvinius, how did you do that? Malvinius still got that gap. That's right, I forgot. Malvinius had that gap, but it's still there. Going through a curly Q as Callison has made it out of a mini funnel now. Top 4 made it through this section. Feel a little bit of a drop here. Should be a pretty safe drop. We are nearing the final end. The final. I think. Is there a top side? Is anybody on the top side here? No. Okay. There's a top side, but nobody's on it. Malvinius is still leading a bit of a gap. Gap's closed a little bit to Callison, but Cal and Kenworth both stopped on the track as Malvinius walks it home for a win now on race number 9. 11 people are out there. 10 of them still on the thing. Make it 10 as Callison secures P2. I'm going to hit you with the hurry up music as 3 and 4 file in. Ledwyn just ahead of Kenworth, then Blockade round out the top 5. We can have a whole top 10 plus a last place as long as nobody else DNFs. Come on, folks. Ooh. Zero Evil is in. 9 and 10 are in. That's it. Congratulations go to Malvinius, Callison. Sorry, Colin. Callison and Ledwyn. Well, not so sorry, Colin. That's your podium here for race number 9, the cool lava design. Thank you to Woody for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Kenworth 04 leading on Blockade. Another Jay Martin leading Captain Jack in 7th. Zero Evil, Colin J. Crawford and Jake Schneider in 10th place. And a hop skip down, it's 11th place. Last place, Waylaid getting that last place point. We love to see it. We love to see it. A little bit of the track. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Lit up for number 10 now, the Mountain Mingle. Excuse me. Loaded up now for number 10. This PlayStation thing is not going away. This the stopping making physical discs of games in 2028. It's not. I talked about this last week, and last week it was not going away, and this week it's still not going away. There are still people really, really upset about this. Obviously, there are parts of the world where physical media is much more necessary than in, say, in America, where we have a lot of internet proliferation. 60 seconds, folks. But it's not going away. And at this point, I kind of don't know how it could. Because it's not like Sony can come back and say, oh, we're going to do this, and the problem has been solved. They're not going to start making discs again. Like, as much as you are allowed to be, like, upset about them doing stopping the discs, they're not going to go back to doing it. And so I don't know how you make people happy, because the people who are upset are again, rightfully upset. You're absolutely allowed to be upset. It is an erosion of consumer power. Not even consumer rights, just consumer power. All right, here's some power that you've got. It's race number 10, the Mountain Mingle. 16 racers ready, registered, and they're off. It doesn't. I can concede that, like, it probably is about time to stop making physical discs. Like, a lot of the times when they make physical discs for games, it's usually because the games are gigantic, and then even then you still have to download a day one patch or download half the files still, because they couldn't have them all ready for day one on the gold disc. We're looking at Malvinius and Duke McAwesome getting doggy right out of the gate here on Mountain Mingle. Racers kind of getting bunched up a little through the meat hooks here. Duke McAwesome leading Malvinius, Kenworth Waylaid ahead of the Ghost, Vuff, Ledwyn, Colin J. Carver, and Musical Chemist as our racers making way into the elevator, moving up and out. I'm trying to think, have I bought the PS5 games that I've bought were launch titles? No, not even that. I think I have a physical copy of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And then, do I have it? Do I have it? I don't know. But I think on the Sony side, I think the most resolution that will come out of this is Sony coming up with some sort of contractor solution where if you are a publisher and you want discs, then this company will go and make your discs. Because they're just Blu-rays. They're just Blu-rays, and they've got I don't know, whatever PlayStation DRM there is on it, or encoding. So just have someone else make the discs. If you want to make discs, if you're Electronic Arts, you were going to shell out for making discs anyway. So just have it so that someone can make discs, and then have it so that it goes to this contractor, so that when the PS6 comes out, that the discs, you don't have a Dreamcast situation where just any old Blu-ray disc will do. Jake Schneider and Musical Chemist with a neck and neck fight here in the final stretch on Mountain Mingle. We missed a lot of it, keeping an eye on for the classic elevator shortcut, but Jake Schneider with a definitive win here ahead of Musical Chemist on Mountain Mingle. RedHatJessy in third, Duke McAwesome in fourth as they make it to the final stretch. Will they keep it that way? Oh, it's a close one from Duke, but no overtake. Fifth is in. Top 10 are making their way in now, folks. Top 10 are in. We are looking for last place. 37 seconds on the clock. Could be Zero Evil, but the thing that we tend to find in marbles is that when we jump to last place, and stats heads, please do not let me know about this. I've already got an innate understanding of why this happens. But anytime we seem to follow the last place racer, they end up getting bad lines. They end up getting bad lines. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know how that happens. Congratulations. Oh, my dog. Congratulations go to Jake Schneider, your winner here on the Mountain Mingle, race number 10 tonight. Alongside Musical Chemist and RedHatJessy on the podium. Top 10 rounded out by fourth place Duke McAwesome leading on Colin J. Crawford. Ken Worf 0-4 leading Plokai. Ledwyn, Malvinius, and Waylaid in 10th. Last place, it's a Zero Evil in 16th place. Oh my dog, another race with no DNFs. We love to see that. We love to see people finishing the race. We love to see that. Some of our favorite things. Let's load up number 11. And then on the other side, we've got the Xbox stuff, which has not gotten any better since last week. In fact, has gotten actively worse, probably. Probably has gotten actively worse, I would say. Load up now for race number 11, Farewell Memorable Heaven. Have we done this one? Apparently we've done this one before. Oh, yes, this is the one with the very long Stairway to Heaven, of course. Join us, ! Which happens to take tomorrow. The stuff at Microsoft with Xbox is so bad that it certainly seems like they are trying to sell or just shut down Xbox. If you were Microsoft and you decided to kill Xbox, these would be the steps that you would do to start that. Because you can't just wake up one day and say, shut Xbox down, just make all of their consoles red ring, and then we'll be done. For a big company like Microsoft, shutting anything down means, okay, well, we have to sunset this for the next 5 years. And that might look like selling a quarter of your studios and then lowering the headcount by 25% of the studios that stick around. It might look like something like that. That might be the first step. And they're going to say it's okay, and they're going to say it's just a reset. But I have a bad feeling in my stomach about the Xbox stuff. The fact that they've said that they're going to do another round of layoffs in the next year, effectively doubling the layoffs, means that there is not a bottom to the level of depravity and inhumanity that is going to happen. The actual damage done to human culture. I know it sounds fucking weird to use the word human culture, but the damage done to human culture by Microsoft buying these teams, keeping these teams, but actively ripping them apart and and taking people out of these teams. Meanwhile, of course, as a conglomerate, they also get to continue to hold those franchises and the intellectual property, so that they can still so that eventually they might be able to profit at some point, because they were lucky enough to have money at the time during COVID, and now COVID's over and all of that money is valuable again, and no one made enough Game Pass games, and so fuck you, Dark Ages. Fuck you, we're Microsoft. Dark Ages. Dark Ages. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just screaming Dark Ages at my webcam. We're here on the Farewell Memorable Heaven. We've only had one DNF so far. We're looking at Colin J. Crawford, Blockade, RedHatJessy, Waylaid, some of your front runners as they go into a hairbrush section. We've all made it up the stairway to heaven, but let's see what happens to the finish line to heaven. What happens at the finish line of heaven? I mean, presumably you go through 7 more races in space-time. Looking at Scotch Nice leading FLS Carnage, Colin J. Crawford, and Ledwyn, a 4-way fight going to the elevator now. Colin J. Crawford having a look, taking the overtake. Your race leader now, Colin, as they go to a fast double protected seed. This is a real dangerous one. We'll keep an eye out here from the outside. Scotch is pulled way back into 5th and probably going back a little bit further. Colin J. Crawford, Duke McAwesome, and Ledwyn 1, 2, and 3 so far as they go into another hamster ball. Why do they cover up all these obstacles? We can't see inside. Who's going to make it out? We don't know. It's like a damn lottery ball. Oh, well, we can kind of look inside, but then we're trapped. Then I get claustrophobic. Colin J. Crawford will be the first one out, going into the dojo ahead of FLS Carnage, Duke McAwesome, and Vuff fighting for 3rd. Going in a parking structure here. Please make sure you keep your ticket. Please keep your ticket. Who would buy Xbox? Who would buy Xbox? Who could buy Xbox? Like Netflix could, and that would maybe, that would suck. Apple could, but they wouldn't. That doesn't make sense. Sony obviously wouldn't. Nintendo wouldn't. Colin J. Crawford going into the final strainer here. Taking the win now ahead of FLS Carnage. A clean 1-2. Red timer at the top of your screen. Amazon's not gonna, because Amazon's already messed up video gaming. Or their own video game projects. Google, similarly. Facebook, oh my god, Facebook. Oh, the mental, I've given myself psychic damage. I give myself psychic damage by imagining Facebook buying Xbox. Oh, they could. Oh, I'm sorry for the info hazard, the cognito hazard we've generated on that one. Walmart, says Colin J. Crawford. That's not crazy, but then their content would have to get a lot more family friendly. Congratulations go to Colin J. Crawford, leading FLS Carnage, and Duke McAwesome. Your podium here on number 11, the Farewell Memorable Heaven. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place Vuff, leading on Bryce. Then it's 6th place Jake Schneider, leading RedHatJessy. Ken Worf, P9 for Ledwyn, and Plo Kai in 10th place. Scrolling down, 16 people entered. Only 14 of them finished at Stash Man 2. Taking that last place point, shouty outy do Stash Man for all of that good stuff. Let's load up number 12.
Then, as it becomes easier for you, play the record once a day or as needed.
Loaded now for race number 12, the adorable Aggressive Lunacy. I've got a story that I've been saving. I needed enough producer juice. I need my beta blockers to kick in. I had an issue. I had a happening. Yeah, yesterday. It was yesterday. If you saw my Discord message, it was 10 minutes before that. I was sitting outside. It's been raining here in Austin, and so the weather's actually been a little nice. It's humid, a little mosquito concern, but it's actually not like 100 degrees outside. So I was outside having some producer time out on my patio, as I am wont to do, and I get they get little wasps. There are wasps in the area, very common, and I swat them away. I've got a little fly swatter. I wave it. I kind of I try to shave them away, and then if they stick around, because I don't want them to stick around, and then I lose them, and then they start to build a nest or anything, because I've had a fucking nest out on the patio before. So sometimes I'll chase after them and like, hey, if you need to go, look, you can go through, but you can't stay. So yesterday I'm out and I see one, and I'm going to shoo it away. And I think, okay, well, you're sticking around, bud. Maybe we need to teach you a little bit of lesson. So there's a banister out on my patio, and about 6 inches below that banister, just right where the edge is, there's like a vent, like a laundry vent, like an outlet vent or something. And it starts to go like right in the lip of it. And so I got the fly swatter. It's a good metal one. It's got some good distance there. So I put my arm, well, not the arm, but the fly swatter through it. And I pap it on the vent. 7 motherfucking wasps all fly out. And I panic like I haven't panicked in a really long time. I run inside. I slam the door. I lock it. I get away from the window so that if they've caught visual sight of me, that they won't, that they'll be out of their way. And I'm in the apartment, and I'm just holding the fly swatter, like it's like so tight. And then I go back out, and they're not around. They haven't swarmed. They're probably pretty smart. I've been around. They know that I won't fuck around, and I will shoo them or worse. It was, and so now what do I do? Because it was raining, so I think that's a good reason why a bunch of them may have congregated there. And it wasn't like they were little, so maybe it's just because of the rain that they were there. But if that's where they've been congregating, if there's a nest in there or something, that explains why they're there so much. Okay, they're common. I'm not like lousy with them, but they're a pretty common sight for me. 75 seconds, folks, to join us. And so if there's a nest there, then because of the geometry, the vent is below. It's below me. It's below my sea level. It's below Bryce level. That I either need to get the resident, because the person next. If I was on the person below me's patio, I could and hit it with the wasp shot, and then we'd probably be done. We'd probably be done with it. But that's kind of psychotic. It's kind of psychotic. Hey, can I come out on your patio because you have wasps and I need to kill them all? Assuming they're even there. Assuming they weren't just congregating there and I look like a freaking idiot. All right, well, we are getting ready here for race number 12, the adorable aggressive lunacy. I had a whole straight of Hormuz analogy metaphor for this wasp thing, and I'm really glad I didn't lean into it, because I was typing it in the Discord yesterday, and it was funny. It was a lot of parallels. There was rich content there, but it felt just icky enough that I was like, I should stop saying I'm gonna blockade the wasp. I should stop saying I'm gonna hit them with bunker busters. We are here on race number 12, the adorable aggressive lunacy. We're looking at Judy Bootybutt, who's pulling out the rear as our race is shooting all the way into the shark's mouth, but a bunch of them not making it out. 17 entered. Only 11 of them are going to make it through the shark. Oh my goodness, 10 of them. We were already down to the top 10. We see Jake Schneider leading into the keyhole section ahead of Blockade, Waylaid Malvinius, Sashman, and Judy Bootybutt. Oh my goodness. Going to clock section here. Jake Schneider's here in the clock. This is an auto scroller section, so we'll kind of keep an idea on how folks are. So I'm gonna send an email. I'm gonna have to send an email about this wasp thing, though, right? I'm gonna have to send an email. And I don't want to It's fine. I know that they should. They pay to have exterminator people and stuff come through. When I had the big nest on my patio many years ago, the exterminator came out and it was very quick and it was not a big deal at all. And now I have to send We're looking at Jake Schneider making it through the hairbrush here. 1:30 on the clock here. This looks like an easy win for Jake. It will be, despite the fact that there was so much bloodshed behind him. Jake Schneider taking a win now. Looking for the rest of the 8 racers on the track here. 52 seconds on the big red clock here. Good delta. Could be tough. Could be some bloodshed here. We'll keep an eye out. Waylaid and Ken Worf looking for 2 and 3, going through the hairbrush. Plinkoing their way through. And then it's not even really a funnel. It's just kind of like I guess it's more of an actual funnel, but not a central. Oh, Waylaid didn't make it into, didn't cross the plane, went through the hook. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my! Congratulations go to Jake Schneider. Alongside Ken Worf and Blockade, your top 3 here on race number 12, the adorable aggressive lunacy. And yes, with a time of 1:30.006. Jake Schneider is going to get 5 bonus points for beating the world record here on this community level. Top 6 rounded out by 4th place Dashman 2 leading on FLS Carnage and Malvinius. And that's all she wrote, folks. We need a lot of Franker Z's because we had a lot of DNFs on that one. All right, let's load up your next track. Jake Schneider is also going to get 5 extra points. They're not reflected in the chart on your screen. It'll be in the next one. We're loaded up now for race number 13, The Lucky Few, another Marbles on Stream original. Join us, !plays, with type and check it more with your name on it. Here's one for you. I was talking about the HEB prepared foods things earlier. They make it's a little oven meal, and it's in the tray. It's like quarters, and so like 1/4 of it is like brisket, and then 1/4 of it is like pico de gallo, and then the other 2 corners are like cheeses. Is that enough to be called a meal? If you say that that's your dinner, that's fine, right? It's okay if that's enough to be a meal, especially if you have like tortilla chips with it. That's enough to be a meal because it's got meat. I know that meat is not everything. I guess you should have some sort of like vegetable with it. You should probably get more vegetables. All right, 40 seconds, folks, here for The Lucky Few. Join us. I'm just saying. Because it's good. It's good. Here's the thing. Food is good. I think I might have disordered eating. I think a very serious thing I've spent the past few weeks on is just eating. It's just eating right. I have no excitement for eating lately. Do I have disordered eating? I don't want to eat anymore. I'm not interested. Not trying. Sorry if anybody else has disordered eating. I'm just saying. All right, we're here on race number 13. The Lucky Few. 15 racers ready, registered, and they are off. Going to the opening box now on marbles. Blockade pulling the lead. A clean line. Going in the crazy straws first. Then it's Colin and Jake Schneider. No, we have Carnage into the straws. Really, it says summertime kills appetite, so mine has been fucked up lately. Oh, I didn't even think about the seasonal element of it. Because it's goddamn hot here in Texas, as the Europeans recently have found out. Blockade first off the block, way ahead of second place FLS Carnage and Stashman 2 and third. Our racers are slowly making it out of the crazy straws now for race number 13. strong lead from Blockade, but running into some of the poles here, going through the meat hooks. Usually the first one through the meat hooks has always got a disadvantage because there's no openings or no previous chaos to try to slip through. Jake Schneider, FLS Carnage, and Stash Man 2 trying to hold on in the front pack. A minute 5 elapsed so far. We're following Blockade, Jake Schneider in P2, trying to catch up FLS Carnage with some speed with a pretty direct line. This is actually going to be huge for FLS Carnage. That overtake was coming a mile away. Going into the anti-gravity section, no problems for FLS Carnage. Going to hold on to the lead now, going in the elevator. Blockade going to the bottom side. Jake Schneider going up in the elevator here. Let's see which side ends up doing numbers as Blockade pulling ahead as the crow flies. But he's got to deal with that big Steve on the bottom here. High speed, getting the escape velocity. What's happening out here? There's a slow Steve on here, and Jake, Vuff, FLS, and Stashman 2 all having trouble with the Blockade. Getting past the convergence point, that is going to be a solid net lead for Blockade, as FLS Carnage is now in second place, trying to catch up. FLS falling off the track. We've missed it. Ledwyn also on the bottom side, almost completely catching the top side racers. Stash and Jake Schneider finally catching as Blockade goes into the hamster ball of hell of love. Cal falling off. Blockade out of the hamster ball. Final stretch now. Blockade crosses the finish line. Your winner. Just ahead of Stash Man 2 P2. Jake Schneider with a clear line for third place. A minute 20 on the big red clock here, folks. Bring it home. Looking for top 10. Vuff in 7th. Malvinius in 8th. These are pretty secure. There's a whole minute on the clock now. Bryce has Waylaid and Ken, Warcat and Jack. Zero Evil not even into the hamster ball of hell of love yet. And that's really where we're going to see some of the tension here. 50 seconds. It should be enough time, but it may not be enough distance with that fire line in the background. You can just make it out as it starts to slowly envelop the track here. But Zero Evil with plenty of time going into the final stretch now. This will be a secure last place then. Congratulations go to Blockade, Stashman 2, and Jake Schneider, your podium here on race number 13, the lucky few. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place, Ledwyn, leading on Colin J. Crawford, Judy Bootybot, ahead of Vuff, Malvinius, Bryce has, and Waylaid in 10th. Skip, hop, jump down. It's Zero Evil in 13th place, taking that last place point. Shouty outy to Zero Evil. We got to get DNFs for Callus and FLS Current. They got a bad DNF on that one. Only 4 more races left to go, folks. Let's load them up. Your scores are on screen. We are loaded up now for your next race. Join us! !play is what you need to type in the chat. Loaded up now for race number 14. Join us. It is the dark, colorful cosmos. Join us! !plays what you type in the chat. Whoa! They put the planets inside the hamster balls. I wonder, are these aren't going to have collision, will they? It would be really cool if they have. I think they might. Oh, that's fascinating. We've never seen like a hamster ball where there's a mass in the center of it, making it an outline-based obstacle. 90 seconds to join us here, folks! !play. Wow. So it is the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend at Spa for F1. It's a great track. It's a classic track. It's a long track. And it will be a bad track for the cars. It is another track, just like Silverstone was last 2 weeks ago, where because it is a there are so many fast parts of the track that the battery formula that they're using this season is going to be disadvantaged, let's say. And now, granted, we said that about Silverstone, that's the English GP 2 weeks ago, but that race was fine. That race was fine. That race was okay. This race is going to be better, though. 20 seconds now for the dark, colorful cosmos. Join us! Exclamation mark flag. Red Bull, who have had that rotating rear wing, their Macarena wing, have showed off that they are going to not use that wing this weekend on either of their cars. Probably because Max Verstappen kept spinning out while using it and crashing the car catastrophically. And so understandable that the team would probably consider putting that thing on the back burner until they can figure it out. All right, we are off here for race number 14, the Dark Colorful Cosmos. Race leaders on either side. Bryce and Calasan on the far side. Stashman 2 with a little hop skip on the near side as they're going into a little disco section. Yes, disco section. Do not go to Europa. Do not go to the Europa Dance Club. Do not venture there. Do not go to the back alleys. RedHatJessy, Bryce, and Cal SN leading into a mini funnel now. Stashman 2 and Captain Jack 4 and 5. Kenworth, Malvinius, Colin, Blockade, and Vuff pull at the rear. Very dark level indeed. They got a lot of they went with a lot of the lightning effects, but didn't do a lot of the lighting effects. I think part of it is because these are like glossy black material on the track, and so it might not even reflect on something if it's not like a direct reflection angle. Have we had any of the racers go through? Oh, the racers haven't gone through any of these hamster balls with the planet inside. I was just talking those up, and they're not even a thing. They're not even a part of the track. Oh, brother. We're looking at Kenworth leading here through another disco section. We've got the finish line in the background there. I can't really tell what's going on. It's a DNA section, then with some sort of flaps section, a flaps-based Steve. Kenworth is making it out. No, not going to get escape velocity on the first time through. Callison having a look, going in the opposite way against the grain. Kenworth out as well, but it will be Callison with a over and under, back and forth. A little whoopsie and the do to overtake Kenworth for P1. Kenworth nearly losing P2 is going to secure it there. 50 seconds on the clock. Join us here, folks, at the finish line. Top 8 are in, looking for the top 10. FLS on 9, Captain Jack gonna secure 10th. There it is. Waylaid and Vuff getting those banker laps in, but it's gonna be Ledwyn with an easy last place, I think. I've thought. Congratulations go to Cal SN34, leading Kenworth and Jake Schneider, your rostrum, your top 3 here on the Dark Colorful Cosmos. Thank you to Woody for the level. Top 10 rounded out by 4th place. Bry Kaz, another 4th place for me tonight, leading on Colin J. Crawford. RedHatJessy, Stashman 2, Malvinius, FLS Carnage, and Captain Jack in 10th place. Skip, jump, and a hop down to 13th place. It's Ledwyn, taking that last place point, shouty outy to Ledwyn. And yes, a bonus point for Blockade. Blockade bonus for being the only person to DNF on that level. They do need a Franker Z, but you know what? They're going to get a point to salve it. Salve? As a salve? To salve? Is salve a verb? Let's load it up on the track. Is salve a verb? S-A-L-V-E? Does anybody know? Is anybody quite sure? We're not quite sure yet. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines salve as Oh, it is a verb, to remedy something such as a disease with or as if with a salve. Yeah. Get fucking owned, my own self-consciousness. We're lit up now for race number 15. It's the Revenge Plentiful Night. Thank you to Vic Killian for the level. Join us, exclamation mark, plays, which have been tomorrow with your name on it. I'm gonna start the timer in just a moment. Oh, it's like a pirate ship? Is that? Oh, the finish line is right here. Oh, there's motherfucking portals on the track. Of course, there's friggin' portals on the track. Okay. Oh, but then there's also stuff over here. Is there? And I guess there's portals down here. This is such a crazy fly through for a level. Oh god, this is gonna be a long level, isn't it? This level is so big. Please tell me this is like a fast speed level, because this level's too big. This level's big. And portal, and it's got portals. 60 seconds to join us here. Exclamation mark plays what you type in the chat. Last chance for race number 15. Oh man, we're almost done. I can't believe we're almost done with the night. 53 seconds. I've played a little bit more of Mecha Chameleon, the painting hide and seek game. That game is just. It's just a good idea. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like perfectly well designed, but it's a good idea. Good ideas succeed. It's just, how many gambling game roguelikes are there now? Because of Balatron, right? Someone made a poker roguelite, so now there's a bunch of blackjack poker-like. The roguelikes. There's plenty of slot machine ones with Cloverfield. What was it? There was another just straight gambling one. It's not that those are bad ideas even. It's just it's following a trend, I guess. It's nice to find something that isn't immediately trying to ape a trend. Even if a bunch of 12-year-olds in the chat decide to tell me that, oh, well, actually, Roblox had that before. Oh, actually, a hide and seek. I don't know if you know about Trouble in Terrorist Town. I don't know if you know about Prop Hunt. I don't know if you've ever seen Prop Hunt. Motherfucker, I was watching OMG Chad before you were born. 48 seconds elapsed so far. Racers are going to the portal again. It's Malvinius, Vuff, Colin, and Ken Worf. Some of your racers here on that third sector that we talked about during the fly-through. Who's gonna make it in the cannon fall? You know, the level ended up. The marbles are big. Oh, I fell off the track. The marbles are ending up being a little bigger than they seemed to be, which is nice. It was very nice because I will tell you what, some of these tracks where, speaking of the devil, some of the props are just very big for kind of no reason. A little uninspired. Maybe a little uninspired. Just IMO. Ken Worf leading on Ledwyn. Oh man, with it almost looked like a mill skip there for Ken Worf. This is going to be a huge delta to second place. Colin J. Crawford, Captain Jack, and Ledwyn also trying to catch up as Ken Worf is making it into the loop-de-loop portal. Do you make it in on the first time through? It looks to be the case, says Ken Worf. And the portal's just right there, so it's very quick. That's a win for Ken Worf. Top 3 are in. Hitting you with the hurry up music. We'll keep an eye out on the portals. We've got a top 4 in. Looking for the top 10. Top 13 is the best we can do. That's right, the meat drunk guy. The guy, the man of the titular gap. OMG Chad. Top 10 are in. Who's still out there? Malvinius and Jake Schneider. There's Malvinius in the banker lap in. 22 seconds for Jake. Oh, the fire line's on its way. Oh, this is going to be the... Oh, no. Yes! Jake makes it! Congratulations go to Ken Wharf04 alongside Captain Jack 913 and Colin J. Crawford. That's your podium here for race number 15. The Revenge Plentiful Night. Thank you to Vic Killian for the level. Real Vic shit. Top 10, rounded out by 4th place. Ledwyn leading on Cal SN 34, ahead of RedHatJessy. Stashman 2, Plokai in P8, leading Zero Evil and Judy Bootybot in 10th. Scrolling down, it's P13th. Jake Schneider taking that last place point. Shouty outy to Jake. Let's get our penultimate race of the evening cooking, why don't we? Your standings in Season 14 as we go to our final 2 races of the evening. More in the 300 Club. RedHatJessy leading 357 ahead of Ledwyn 332. Bryce has 320, Captain Jack 319, and Ken Wharf 316. Alongside FLS Carnage on 316 and Malvinius on 310. Colin J. Crawford on 302. Jake not far behind 295 and Cal SN 283. That's your top 10. Find your stats at anytimemarbles.win. Loaded up now for race number 16! Exclamation mark plays, which is having again more with you. Join us here. It is the Dark Magical Forest. Oh, motherfucker. Another dark. Oh my god, it's so fucking dark. Join us! Exclamation mark play. Look, I know they're doing some like fireflies stuff. This one is explicitly dark. This is a level that is explicitly dark. Alright, join us now. Of course, you didn't see any of that fly through. We're here on the Dark Magical Forest. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. They're tree trunk-like objects, but then you can't. You can kind of see in the moonlight some of the brown of some of the trees. Oh boy, 90 seconds to join us, folks. It's this. I need a flashlight. Can they make paid DLC? Can they make DLC for more? Paid DLC for marbles that lets me hit the F button and then a flashlight appears. I don't think that that's too crazy. If it's good enough for Gordon Freeman, it's good enough for me. IMO. It's too dark. These levels are too. And it's not a new argument. This is an old argument we've been having with marbles for unfortunately too long. 1 minute now, folks. Join us here. Gonna do one more race after this. Of course, if you are enjoying marbles, we will be back next Thursday. Oh my god, that thing blocks that thing. Join us right here on Twitch. Ken Wharf says he finally won, and then his computer dumped. Oh no. Well, hey, you're still getting your points, buddy. Make sure you get in. 30 seconds. As we listen to this remix of Tusk, I think I teased this a little bit last week, and then I didn't end up finishing the tease. But I've got an idea for a new Two Tusks season, and I need feedback. I know I'm going to need a lot of feedback, specifically from Jeff, because I want to do it with Jeff again. And 5 seconds, folks. I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna talk about during this race. Folks know it is a known like of me that I've been into Japanese music. I've been listening to J-pop for probably 20 years now. God damn, at least. And I can't fucking see anything. We actually cannot see fucking anything. I'm sorry that I can't fucking see anything. I'm gonna zoom out here, and everyone's gonna have to do their very best because we can't fucking see one goddamn thing that's going on in this level. It's darker than any dark level's ever been. Sorry. And so there's this pop singer who's very popular. Even today, she's still got some heat. She's like in her 40s, but she's still got some heat from her time in the late 90s. And it was, I guess it was right around COVID or right before COVID that a biography of her came out that effectively confirmed that she had been dating the man who discovered her, who ended up being the president of the record label that signed her, and he like personally produced her and like pushed her forward into the entertainment world. And it's a really fascinating story because she writes her own lyrics, and so part of the draw of the story is that her music is sort of narrating this process of her meeting somebody, liking them liking them back, and then because of forces outside of their control, it is tough for them to stay together. And a lot of that, I think, reflects in the music. And then also, I'm just going to keep talking. And also, the album that I want us to look at is a best of album, but they put a lot of work into like making changes and edits and remastering and doing new cuts of stuff. And so there's a very like Two Tusky sort of thing there. Okay, sorry. Congratulations go to Vuff, Waylaid, and Ken War for your podium here on race number 16, the Dark Magical Forest. Top 10 rounded out by Colin J. Crawford, Stashman 2, Zero Evil, Malvinius in P7 ahead of Strahd, Plo Kai and FLS Carnage in 10th. Scrolling down, it's Judy Bootybot in 13th place, last place. Shout out to Judy Bootybot. Let's go to your final level of the evening.
You can dance for inspiration. Come on.
Checking a look at your standings before we jump into it. RedHatJessy still a pretty a sizable gap, but a very conquerable gap. 375 points.
Come on. For inspiration.
Loading your final race up now. Just a few last things before we get started. We are loaded up, by the way. If you're enjoying this, give us a tip over on Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX. You can support this. You can support the Blind Corners video podcast series, Two Tusks. So I've been talking. So here's the thing about Two Tusks, this new season, right? So I think there's a lot of editorial there. The editorial there makes sense. The content makes sense. But it's in Japanese. Her singing's in Japanese. The words are in Japanese. The book I had to read was in motherfucking Japanese. And that means we have to do like a lot of... We're going to have to do a lot of like translating. And so we will only be able to do like so many songs at a time. Because also Jeff, like I love Jeff. But he only has so much time he can dedicate to a Two Tusks project. Join us here for our final race of the evening, Castle Siege! Exclamation mark plays, which time to get your name on it. But I think there's a great story there. I think the technicals of like, you think of like a best of album, and a best of album is like really set. You pick the songs, maybe you get them remastered, and then Bob is your uncle, but that is like not the case here. In a really fascinating craft way, of like, there's this song that was a single, and then it was like it did okay, but then when they put it on the big album, they remixed it. They got rid of the guitar, and it made it better. And then come the best of album, they retouched it again. It's really interesting for someone who became as mainstream and like a fashion, trend, that so much of what was happening was very like seat of their pants. All right. Here's something that's going to keep you on the seat of your edge. The edge of your seat. It's Castle Siege, your final race of the evening. 16 racers ready, registered, and they are off going through the opening plinko. Their final chance for protection before they go into the opening turn on Castle Siege. Already the explosive barrels are aiming at the racers here. The last few weeks we've had DNFs right from the jump. hoping that everyone can make it out on time. Judy Bootybot is pulling the explosive barrels away. That's leaving everyone who is still stuck here at that first turn, at least on the wood stuff. Judy Bootybot, we're jumping ahead to now, who is the first one to have to deal with the explosives, going fast backwards now. And this is the stuff we don't want to see. Is when the racers end up going backwards. Not obviously, it's not good for the racers, but obviously it also means that these explosive barrels, get thrown onto the track and then they don't even explode. I fell off the track. Vuff with a huge gap to FLS Carnage and waylaid, trying to avoid the explosive. Oh, this is possibly good for Vuff. No, Vuff going backwards now. And really being a sitting duck for these explosive barrels that are incoming. Oh, a good last second dodge from Vuff. Oh, but not enough movement needed to avoid the next wave of explosive. Vuff still going backwards, having to deal with these barrels, giving the lead to Colin J. Crawford. Second place going to RedHatJessy. Colin shooting forward and then backwards. RedHatJessy, I don't even know how RedHatJessy came to be eliminated, but here we are. It's ledwyn. Huge high speed, but way too much speed. It's an air ball over the lip of the finish line. It's Jake Schneider, your race leader now, going very fast lateral and now backwards. Jake is trying to catch up with Waylaid, who's stopped. It's Captain Jack who will be the overtaking race leader. Judy Bootybot and Blockade 2 and 3, but they're also dealing with explosives. Captain Jack with a pretty good line so far, avoiding some of the explosives, managing to move. The commentator's curse. It's Judy Bootybot, your new race leader, trying to navigate through these explosive barrels. Stopped on track. Zero Evil and FLS Carnage now with forward momentum, trying to catch up with Judy Bootybot, who is going just slightly backwards. This is, of course, a sitting duck tactic. The barrels would have been aimed. Oh, Zero Evil DNF somehow. Judy Bootybot still, just being overtaken by Jake Schneider, back in the lead, going very lateral into the side, hitting the bongos, trying to get, but going way far backwards. It's Sun 2024 who is looking for a win tonight. You can just make out the yellow finish line at the back of the pack here. Sun going backwards. It's Cal SN now in the lead, but Sun fighting nearly a dog fight as they are both navigating the explosive barrels. Cal and Sun, both of them having to deal with these volatile catalysts. Sun going backwards, Cal SN going forwards in the final stretch. Is that going to do it for Cal SN? Do we have a winner here? Yes, we have a winner at Castle Siege. The explosive barrels should stop generating shortly. There are still plenty of them on the planks. This is going to be a dangerous one for Sun to just tap it in. Third place, Ken Wharf, FLS Carnage, and then waylaid as all of the racers really want to make it in. There's a lot of points at play if you can cross that finish line. In the final stretch, Sun procs another explosive barrel, giving up second place to Judy Bootybot, going back into at least 5th or 6th place, unless Judy Bootybot has something to say about it. Going backwards now, FLS Carnage going way into the air, not going to be able to land it. Got to give up P2 to Plo Kai. Only 10 seconds left on the clock here. This is we are already missing the Carnage. Colin's out. Ken's out. Malvinius is out. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. Oh! Incredible. Congratulations to your winner of Castle Siege this evening, week 6 in season 14. Your winner, Cal SN34. Second place, Plo Kai, taking the second place and last place point. A deadly final Castle Siege of the evening. Pardon me, everyone. I'm looking at my stats here. Somehow I got really screwy numbers on this race. It's making me concerned that I might need to audit this data a little more carefully here. But hello? Yeah. Wait. What the fuck? Oh, I'm looking at the back. That's fine. All right. Let's get ready to look at your final standings tonight. There were so many people who got DNF'd that I wasn't looking in the right place at all. Well, first up, let's take a look at your big movers and shakers over the past 2 weeks as we round up our final race of the evening. It's Cal SN on 152, Captain Jack on 149, and Ken Worf 148. Of course, these are I also forgot to wipe last week's stats. In the lead of Season 14, it's RedHatJessy with 357 points. Second place with 333, it's Ken Worf 04, just 1 point ahead of ledwyn 332. Malvinius in fourth place, 323, and Bryce in 320th. P6 goes to Captain Jack, leading at FLS Carnage. Colin J. Crawford, P9 for Cal SN, and then Jake Schneider in P10. Find your stats at anytimemarbles.win. It's a website. Go! That's going to do it here for week 6. We will be back next Thursday right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brycast. Join us for 17 more races. Check out marbles.win. It's a website. We've got your stats. We've got the Discord. We've got merchandise. If you're on the Patreon, you get a discount code for any of the merchandise. So check out the shirts. We've got a great tote bag. Really good hats. We got a lot of hat options. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will be back next week. I hope you've had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for racing with us. Meow.